it's me again. And this time with a new video with new stuff on a new, not exactly new, but it is a topic that will be addressed at some point in the future if it hasn't already been addressed. Yes, today we will be talking about the harmonies that I have written for Undertale UT202X. Now, I know, the original Undertale the musical created by men on the internet had very few harmonies written for the chorus tracks. I guess you can say that I was inspired by the idea of doing something a bit more out of the box since it was first mentioned to me. Let me clarify what I mean by that. First, you'll have to understand a bit of my musical history to understand how the harmonies came around. I was a few days shy of 5 years old when I had my first piano lesson, and it was clear early on that I had a special gift and knack for it. The teacher noted my gift for perfect pitch, which according to the internet is very rare. And that soon played a huge role in how my musical abilities were shaped and refined over the years. Even though throughout my proper piano education this wasn't exactly fostered, by the time I started freelancing after I got my ARCT, Associate of the Royal Conservatory, in piano performance, I was able to fully analyze and understand the significance of musical sequences, the way that musical statements are made through chord flow and key changes and modulations. My innovative mind also started developing when I was in a children's choir at a young age, where singing in different arranged parts was the norm and balance was greatly prioritized among each member of the group. In some way, coming up with harmony lines became an inherent pastime of mine. Sometimes I'd be driving and harmonizing along with the melody of current trending pop songs, bringing a bit more spice to the drive in the music I hear. With my gift of perfect pitch, I could also improvise trending songs on the piano, experimenting with different chords to hear the timbres and colors appropriate for different musical genres, even if they don't produce the best results at first. It took a lot of trial and error, trying out different chords and how they match the tonality of the piece. But once I got it, everyone would always stand in awe of this talent I possess. Fast forward to Undertale UT202X and the opportunity to shake things up with chorus harmonies. When I was first approached with this suggestion, my initial thought went to the potential cast I had in mind, and how harmonies might not sit well with this cast. Most of the casts I've worked with before only saw Smule groups as something fun and lighthearted, not to mention that they only saw Smule in general as a means of fun at all. Would they really know how harmonies worked? Would they understand what they need to sing if I gave them that option? And if they did sing it, would they sing it in tune with a given harmony line? In any case, I thought that since they had been so accustomed to the ways of the original, we'd stick to the original as much as we could. But something kept nudging at me the more I pondered over the suggestion. Maybe with these harmonies we could turn this into something original. At least for our group, it would be something unique and new that would make us stand out as something amazing. Now, the only thing I had that could help with writing harmonies at all was a little something called MuseScore. It's the software out for PC where anyone could compose music. While I was able to pick out some of the notes used in the main chorus tracks and transcribe them onto the software, I also turned to ninjsheetmusic.org to access Undertale OST piano arrangements to get a better understanding of harmony breakdowns in a way that I could read and comprehend it. With some help from their arrangements, I was able to transfer the OST to the software so I could have a direct comparison with the harmonies I wrote to see if they made sense. This one especially for songs where the chorus served as the backbone. My style of writing out the harmony parts came from first determining the sounds of the main chords on each emphasized downbeat before figuring out the transitions in the middle. This way I'd have some working ground in the parts that deserved something more fleshed out and pretty, in case the transitions did not work out in my favor and I'd have to scrap harmonies there. So naturally, once the cast was all put together, I had Once Upon a Time, the first number and its harmonies tracks all ready to go. The way I presented the harmonies to the cast was through opening a private group collab on Smule with the related number that I wanted to record, and then recording myself singing the harmony lines as best as I could. I did accommodate for the fact that we had lower voices in the cast, but my voice could not reach that low, so I'd throw that in the air and let them figure it out from what's already given. There's a specific channel in the server that's related to lyrics and harmonies that I wrote and recorded for the cast as well, where they could access the scores and recordings and practice them if need be. Throughout the production, I continued to work on the harmonies as quickly as I could, ensuring that each musical track sounded good before handing it to the cast to record for a cover production. I guess that said, maybe I can show you some of the harmony demo tracks I recorded. Here are a few snippets from when I recorded them for the cast.
Long ago, men and beasts ruled the earth and had their feasts. Then one day came a war. What was spilled as there before? see the sky, the morning sun will shine down from on high, and the stars above will shine down and show their love. Say, what a lovely winter day, as the snow is falling down, to wash our cares away. Hold fast your determination. Hold as long the trail you go. Hold fast your determination. Going through the ice and snow, please be good as on you go. La 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 the year is not in town. It's the only life we've known since we're trapped underground. Deny the sun and moon, we do not have to fear. We have each other now. Deep down whispers, we can hear them all. Your inner voice, what will it tell us? The deepest abyss of your soul it can't hide. Conflict, turmoil, unfaltering kindness, apprehension, determination, all those feelings mixed up an array of thoughts. On tonight's show there will be suffering. Well, I sure can tell there's human birds in hell. We're all living here among the heat, amongst our blood and sweat, and waiting for the day we'll see the sky, though it hasn't come yet. You're here to stay, you're our hero, Metaton. You're the underground's #1 and only star. The show must go on, so please fight on Metaton. Here in this crowded place, we know that you'll go far. The cheers of your fans give you power, Metaton. As you pose and you boast, we know that you have it all. We've been with you from the start, sweet Metaton. Please, Metaton, please won't you take my call? Once we rejoiced, found the power in our voice, cheer the human on. Now they're gone, and now we sing a dirge for our lost king, beneath the mountain heat. This is how we're still our love, with the to be together, be friends, what to hold is meant. Another angel our form. Is this how we'll start? Will we rent with the fuller dreams and evergreen trends, but we made it go. It's a tale of many things, fallen children and mountain kings. Let us not forget to say all the friends they made on their way. Up Mount Abbott the child climbed, humans and monsters they did find. Life is lived through being kind, that's the way the tales was designed.
Yep, that's how they all sounded before the rest of the cast came in and fleshed them out even more with their lovely voices. While some of the harmonies were very easy to arrange, there were certainly a few bumps in the road with others, especially given how MLTI arranged and sang their songs for their production. Notably, Berg and Trukum took me an entire month to finish. Don't look at me like that, because the chorus split with the ha on top of the actual sung lines and a small creative deviation from our Asgore himself that changed the way our chorus delivered a few lines. A few of the tracks had harmony written as last-minute decisions, such as For the Pants and Spider Dance, but they all worked out for the better as they helped to highlight and add to the otherwise solo numbers. Snowed and Carol lines were hard to time and execute without the whole song sounding too heavy. I initially also had a lower bass line in the song as well. Even though that was not recorded, the song still sounded lovely without it. Many of the songs actually ended up reusing some harmonies. For example, I reused harmonies from Once Upon a Time for Undertale and Ruins for an ending. Waterfall and Core were surprisingly easy. Once I figured out how the original harmonies worked out in the OST, it's just a matter of transferring them to the chorus. The cast was really open to the harmonies, and I was so happy most of the cast members gave the new lines a shot. The sound blended and balanced so well, and the execution was powerful. Even if I'm not usually one to step outside the box and only color between the lines, I'm glad I took the opportunity when I did. And who knows, maybe working with more fleshed out harmony lines could be in my future? As this was my first time arranging harmonies for a group of singers, it brought a lot of joy knowing that it all worked out for the better with the team, and add on the fact that our audience loved it too. All in all, I'm glad that it paid off and the group got the edge that made our cover production unique. Nowadays, this experience has led me to many more opportunities, including becoming a harmony writer for Lemon Light Productions and an instrumental arranger for Undersong. And I owe it to what I've done here in Undertale UT202X, the extra mile I eventually decided to take to bring me here. So, yeah. That's pretty much it on how harmonies took place here on the channel. As for whether or not there will be more harmonies in the genocide package and more stuff in the future, well, you'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Director's Table, everyone. Stick around and stay tuned for what's to come.